Breaking, Trump's first Congress speech sparks global turmoil. China declares wartime. NATO issues warning. Markets crash. In a fiery first address to Congress, Donald Trump has sent shockwaves across the globe, escalating tensions to an all-time high. China has officially declared wartime, whether it be a trade war, a tariff war, or worse. Beijing's message was loud and clear. If the U.S. wants war, we are ready. This comes after Chinese President Xi Jinping appeared visibly frustrated during China's parliamentary session. Reports suggest China had hoped to set its GDP growth target at 6%, but was forced to settle at 5%, blaming Trump's aggressive trade policies. With lower economic growth, China now faces fewer jobs, lower profits, and a shrinking surplus. In response, China's government is unanimously preparing for an all-out economic war. U.S.-China economic war ignites global crisis. The biggest weapon in China's arsenal? Manufacturing. The U.S. relies heavily on China for production. Apple alone, worth over $3 trillion, is deeply tied to Chinese factories. Both nations now stand on the edge of an economic standoff neither can afford to lose. Trump targets India, Canada, and Mexico, allies in shock. Trump didn't stop with China. He issued a stern warning to India, demanding immediate tariff adjustments or face severe consequences. He then mocked Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, calling him Governor Trudeau once again, and declared that if Canada dares to impose tariffs on the U.S., he will double them from 25% to 50%. In response, Trudeau fired back, saying, "Trump wants to eat up and destroy Canada." Meanwhile, Trump has set his sights on Mexico, demanding American companies move their factories from Mexico back to the U.S. His plan? Seize the opportunity created by Mexico's cheap labor and low shipping costs, but make it work for America instead. Stock markets in free fall. Economic collapse incoming? The global stock market is in chaos. With economic warfare intensifying, every major stock exchange is taking a massive hit. Experts warn that trade wars often spiral into real wars, and this might be the start of something much bigger. U.S. to take Greenland, by hook or by crook. NATO issues dire warning. In a shocking twist, Trump announced that the U.S. is pushing forward to take Greenland from Denmark, by hook or by crook. This immediately triggered a NATO warning, stating that if U.S. forces attempt to take Greenland, NATO will deploy military forces to defend it. But the real shocker? Trump's new ally in this fight? Russia. Yes, Russia and the U.S. could now be teaming up, setting the stage for a Europe versus America showdown. Italy refuses NATO orders. U.S. bans the U.K. from intelligence sharing. Adding to the chaos, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has refused to send troops for NATO operations in Ukraine. This unexpected move signals growing fractures within the alliance. Meanwhile, in another bold strike, Trump has banned the UK from sharing US intelligence, leaving Britain out in the cold. The world on the edge of chaos. With China ready for war, NATO and the US on the brink of a confrontation, and global markets crumbling, the world is facing a historic turning point. The question now is, how far will Trump go? And is the world prepared for what comes next? Stay tuned for more updates as this explosive situation unfolds. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to World News for the latest breaking news.